10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let's play that intro. Right, what we've got is, this is my shed, and this is where I build, and this morning I've got the lovely Bob Key. Say morning.
Morning.
Thanks a lot. And on top I've just got a strip light, which is about 6 feet away from my bench. Now, obviously it's my garage, so you say, you know, chuffing hell, it's full of rubbish. Well, of course it's full of bloody rubbish. It's full of all sorts. But that's my strip light, look, and that's where I sit. So I'm banging my head together last night, Bob Key, right? And I thought, how can I get a very cheap light for the top of my bench? Okay. Now, sometimes, about what cabinets, sometimes, and the lads down at club will know, what I said to the lads, Bob, is light bulbs come on. That's what I mean. In my head, okay. So last night I was talking to Dave Housecroft and I said light bulbs come on, and he went, oh no. And I explained to him what I'm going to do. So I formulated a bit of a plan last night in my head. Didn't need to draw it out, but basically I need a better light than that, a lot lower down. So me and Bob Key have been shopping this morning, haven't we? And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own light. And what am I going to do? Here we go. So what I've got is I've got an LED strip light, right, 3 meters, with a bit of remote control and the plug and the light and all the sort of stuff and the adapter. And then on this side, well, what I've got here, right, Bob? So I do it. So that came in a 10-foot length, didn't it? And I had to take my saw with me to B&Q.
Yeah, so Uncle Mac took his saw with him and sawed it down.
Yeah, we measured it, didn't we? Because we also took a tape measure, didn't we?
Yeah, we measured it and saw they were 10 foot, so it wouldn't fit in car, so we had to cut it down.
Right, so what we've got is, we've got some 3-foot lens and we've got some 2-foot lens. All right, and how do we put that together now? So what am I planning to do?
So what Uncle Mac's planning to do is he's got 4 of these elbows.
Nah, they're brass elbows, B&Q. You get 2 in a bag and they were 98 pence. And that length of pipe there at 10 foot long, it's 15 millimetres in diameter. I'll show you that, 15 millimetres in diameter. I couldn't speak then, and that were about a £5. So up to now, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So up to the press, I've spent £9, right? So £9, and what are we going to do with that then?
So what we're going to do is we're going to get these elbows and stick them on the ends and make like a square.
Do it then. Let's, come on, crack on. So Bob Key, how old are you now, Bob? 5? 7, all right. So
I'm not 5 anymore, but
not 5 anymore.
I wish.
So look at this, she's like a chuffing pro. So what we're doing is we're putting now I chose the brass elbows over the plastic ones because number 1, we couldn't find the plastic ones.
We couldn't find any plastic ones that actually fit this pole.
And number 2, these were relatively cheap, 50 pence a piece. And what we're doing is we're making a frame, aren't we, Bob?
Yeah.
Now, it's not, it's not the pipe, it's just out at plumber's section down at B&Q, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, not anything.
Not out special, just a bit of pipe. Now, I could have used wood or a bit of timber or whatever, but it's easier. I went for this. And what my plan is to get that LED rope light that's in the box there and put it around that perimeter there, and then get some string, which we also picked up. How much was that? £1?
£1.50.
£1.50. And from all the 4 corners into the middle, so from corner to middle, corner to middle, corner to middle, corner to middle, and pick it up. And then I've got a hook, haven't I?
Yeah.
Where's the hook? So there's the hook, right? So once all the strings are together, there, I should be able to hook it on like that and pick it up, and then put it up there,
and then it'll just
with a long piece of string. So I'm going to pause it now, right? And we're going to do the string next. So see you in a minute.
See you in a minute. Need to stand there to show them what we've done.
Absolutely. So this is where we're up to now. So I've just pulled that. I've just wrapped that round my little sort of thing a little bit, and that's going up over the light fitting and down to there. And obviously it's got a knot in there. Okay. And then what we've done is we've got some tape, and we've just taken these elbows back off, and we've just hooped the string on, and then we've taped it there. So what I need you to do now is get all those four corners of string and put them all in the middle. Okay, Bob Key, fantastic helper today. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and number 4. So that's that. All right. Then what we're going to do,
We're going to put on the LED.
you get that, and I want you to put all those together.
We're going to hook all of them on.
All those together. Like that. You got it, mate?
Yeah, I've got it.
That's cool. Don't tell me that one don't reach.
It does.
Lift it up. Lift the middle up. Try and do it in middle. Right. No, I'll pause it there. We'll come back. All right, mate?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now, so we've got his frame. There's the frame, look. You can see that. All right. And we've got his LED lighting. And what I'm going to do is, hopefully, I'm going to start and peel this off and lay it across here like this, under the bottom. Okay, and it's very tacky. I'm going to press it down like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, that's it, mate. So I'm going to put that like that, mate. This is where it can get tricky, because we've got to go round the corner. This. And we're doing the fourth a little bit at a time. What? Okay. Okay. And then we're going to keep doing that. So while I finish this off, we'll stop recording.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so we've built it. That's me and Bob's look. That, hey Bob's. So that is about as cheap a remedy as what you will ever find on making a light. Now, obviously it needs a power source, which is there. And that's plugged into my extension over there. Over there. Okay. You get back in there. Get back in your seat. Right, so what I've done is, that's the string look that I was talking about earlier, and I've put it down to there. And the whole point of that is so that, don't you turn that on yet, is so that when I'm here on a night time on my own, right, I've got my piece of string and I can lower it down and lift it up out of way, and then I can just wrap that around there, right, so that it doesn't, obviously, hold that, so that it doesn't bang my head. So our Bob's is now just going to hold me that, and I'm going to lock in your final answer, just with that bit of string around there, like that. Okay, so thank you very much, girl. So that's about as cheap and cheerful as what you're going to get, and I'm going to let our Bob Key do the big turn on, right? So for the big turn on, what I'm going to do is, you'll sit there, mate. I'm actually going to turn my garage light off. Now, I have blocked a window up sort of temporarily, okay? But now we've got the light off. And I've got another window that's blocked up there as well, okay? So you can see, you can see that it's got, that's the tenner's worth of LEDs. Now, I have got a clamp on there, but that's to counterbalance the weight, because obviously
the plug there
You
was
explain.
like, so the plug there was weighing it down, so we put a clamp on it to try and weigh it the same on both sides.
That is cool.
So hopefully it will stay like that.
It will stay like that, won't it? Because there's only me going to use it. But you can see how much that's lit the bench. Okay, that's lit the bench up.
This is where it'll be working.
Is that where I work?
This is where
That's where I turn out pieces, isn't it? That's where I turn out the pieces.
That's where you make that.
Yeah, that, yeah.
Turn into that.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's it. So you can see. So I paid a £5 for the pipe, paid about 10 quid for the lights, and £1 for 12 quid, and then £1 for the string.
£1.50 for the string, and then about £1 for
blue tack. But I haven't used any blue tack. Blue tack's for my modelling. So it was a £5 for pipe, 12 quid for lights. You can get them off eBay, but I wanted to get them today, so I got them from Wilco's. Wilco's. So that's 17.
B&Q.
No, we went to B&Q. They didn't have any. They were 35 quid.
Yeah, we still got them from there.
No, we got them from Wilco's. Where the string was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. £5 for the pipe, 12 for the lights, that's 17. £1.50 for the string.
Yeah.
17. So for £18.50, I've got myself a nice little light there.
And this hook was free because we had it.
I already had it in my shed, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pop the lights back on now, and let's have a little look. And our Bobs, and you do get a remote control with that light as well, don't you, Bobs? Cool.
So to turn it on, you just press
Yeah,
the
show
on
me.
button. So so you aim it to this little bit there, and it turns it on.
Yeah.
And then same with the off button.
Yeah.
Aim it to there, and it just turns it off.
What do you think?
Cool.
Is it a good job?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, see you later, guys.
See you later, guys.
Cheers, mate. Okay, so after all that hard work with myself and Bob Key this morning, it's finished. You've seen the frame that we made, and we went from corner to corner with the string, and it's right there now. So that's a 3 metre length of LED lights, 12 quid from Wilco's, and like I said earlier, you can get them cheaper from eBay, but I'm on holiday today, so I wanted to do it today, and that goes down to the power source, and then you've got the string that goes up into the rafters and down here behind my blue roll, which is just tucked in there. So if I just get rid of that, and I want to say thank you ever so much to Bob Key for helping me, because she wanted to be on one of my videos, and the whole point of this is that strip light, like I said, is really, really high up, and I wanted to be able to get a lower light down. So the clamps that you can see there are to counterbalance the weight of the plug, which is plugged in over there. And then just enough, I did do the string long enough so that while I'm sat at my bench, which is what I am now, I can, once I've finished on a night time, I can lift it up into rafters, and once I come back in on a night time, I can lower it down just with this little piece of string here, just so sort of this height, and get enough light on the subject that I'm working on. Little blow on the old Revell Phantom. And that just about sums it up. I mean, I sort of muddled about with prices, didn't I? £5 for tube, 15mm tube out at plumbing section down at B&Q. 12 quid for light. You can get them for about 8-9 quid, I think, for a 3 metre. I did go for a white light. I didn't want a coloured light. No point me having a disco in here. So 12 and 5 is 17. The corners were 50p a piece, and I needed 4 of those. 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then a ball of string. I didn't know whether I'd got any string, so I didn't want to chance it. So I did buy a ball of string as well. And you can see, if I just sort of pull on this light, that the old tried and tested pulley system is working an absolute treat. It's rocking about a bit now, obviously, because I'm moving it about. And then I can lock it in, just put it at the back of this, which is where I keep my blue roll. So once I lock it in on a night time, one more for look, Mark, one more for look. Once I've locked it into there, I get my blue roll and pop my blue roll back on, which is there, and that's out of the way, you see, on a little bracket, and that's my phone stand. That's where I obviously cradle my phone. So 22 quid, and I've got an adjustable light, LED, it's bright enough, it's about middle for diddle there, it's not all the way up at the top, and it's not all the way down at the bottom, but I am still getting enough light to work on whatever it is that I'm working on. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my brain fart that I had last night that's turned into something real. Obviously, because it's in my shed, it doesn't need to be aesthetically pleasing. I'm not going to Dragon's Den with this. Do you know what I mean? It was just something for me. I know that I could have got another light and sort of clamped it onto me. My little that's a sideways turned CD stand from the 80s that I used to house all my stuff. It doesn't need to look fantastic. In this instance, it needs to do a job, sort of more purpose than how it looks, if that makes sense. I know that it makes sense. Okay, spin that camera around. So that's my light. I wonder how I look in this light. If I've inspired you, I didn't want to inspire you. If I've made you think, oh, actually, that's all right, that, I think I'll have a bit of bash at that. However, I do it slightly different. I do this or I do that. Fill your boots. This is for me. This works for me. Okay. Cheap as chips, just over 20 quid for a nice adjustable light. And it really, really works. Okay. Thanks for watching as usual. Every view is a brilliant view. And again, thanks to Bobby Key this morning for helping me out. Bobs, you've been an absolute star. Cheers, mate. Catch you later.